Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our vendors and company Jealous Craig, welcome along to the much anticipated auction sale of number 64 Glendon Road, right here in the heart of Camberwell. Folks, for those of you who I haven't met in the crowd today, my name's Michael Hingston, I'll be your auctioneer. For all of the familiar faces, welcome back. Some of you second, maybe even third visit. A very important buying decision for you, one that I'm here to very much help you with, and one that I'd certainly like to take this very early opportunity to wish you the very best of luck with in terms of your patently obvious endeavours to secure a fantastic piece of real estate in a location that is absolutely second to none. Perhaps a little bit more on that in a few moments' time. For now, I'd like to take your attention to the contract of sale. I don't propose to labour through this one in its absolute entirety, but I would just like to touch on some of the finer points within the particulars, if I may, which simply indicate that the property that we do offer for your competition here today is contained within this attached certificate of title, which simply outlines the legalities, being volume number 5517, folio 510, or more commonly known to you and I and all of the locals as 64 Glendon Road here in Camberwell. Now, it's that title that simply outlines the land being some 985 square metres, more or less, together with all of the improvements as inspected. The chattels that will be passing over to the lucky purchaser here today with the property, upon the property having been knocked down, are all of the window furnishings, electric light fittings, and of course all of the floor coverings, along with the fixtures and fittings of a permanent nature as inspected, including the security system. Now buyers, if you're here today with the intent to have a bid, you'll be doing so under standard auction terms and conditions. We will be selling the home for a price to be determined shortly. We will be calling for the customary 10% deposit at the fall of the contract. We are specifying a settlement period of the 8th of July 2017, which, funny enough, falls on a Saturday. So in accordance with General Condition 16.2, we will be settling on that following business day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just to ensure that you're comfortable with how we'll be conducting today's proceedings, the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any of the additional conditions that were made available for inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. Our vendors today do have a reserve price, and I, as the auctioneer, will indicate bidders upon request for you. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding, and does provide fines for this conduct. Now, the rules today do permit the making of vendor bids. The words that I will use during the auction to indicate that I'll be making a bid on behalf of the vendor are quite simply vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a bid on behalf of the vendor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, probably two things that we should touch on before we do get underway and call for your competitive bidding in a few moments' time. Only ever two ways that you can buy at an auction. First option for you is to hold the highest bid. In the event that we reach our vendor's realistic reserve price, you will hear me declare the property on the market. Effectively, you know that you're bidding to buy from that particular point in time, and the best thing about buying in this environment here is it's very open, it's very fair, it's very transparent, and you're guaranteed to pay a fair market value for the property. The second option, albeit an unlikely one, is that in the event that we fall short of our vendor's realistic reserve price, you are holding the highest bid at all times at that particular point for first right to treat at their reserve price. The benefit of being in that position is that you have the first and absolute exclusive opportunity to purchase at the vendor's minimum expectation. So, ladies and gentlemen, to be in the best position to purchase, I reiterate to you, it is critically important to hold the highest bid at all times once we commence proceedings. Can I ask, are there any questions today before we get underway? Yes. Welcome.
My partner is not here today. If I'm successful in purchasing the property, can I add him to the contract?
You can, yeah. We have provision to do that for you. It's the and or nominee clause, so very easily done. You can bid on his behalf, and we can add him into the contract later on using the and or nominee provisions. Hope that helps. Good luck with your bidding. Any other questions?
Yes, Mr. Auctioneer, property has been on the market since April 11th. And I'm yet to see a statement of information. Do you have one available here today?
Yep, so all of the new legislations come into effect as of the 1st of May. With this particular campaign, there's not a requirement for us to provide a statement of information. Although we have shared with you, obviously, our opinion in terms of where we think it's going to end up as our estimated selling price, and we have also discussed, I know, all of the sales that we believe are relevant. So we hope that all of that information helps you in arriving at a number that you feel is appropriate if you decide to have a bid in a few moments' time. Good luck today. Any other questions? Very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be shy about saying that I do believe that this is the most exciting offering to hit the market in all of 2017. I think the long list of attributes that the home offers are somewhat obvious. The elevation, the facade, the 1930s origin, the generous land, and of course the lovely manicured gardens. The period character and charm, the layout and the space that the home provides, the extension and the scope to put further touches and add value to the property in the future is all there for you. Not to mention the beautiful city views from upstairs. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that you love these aspects of this particular property. You've made it very, very, very clear. But perhaps it's the intangible. It's the things that you can't see that maybe resonate with most of us when we actually look to buy a home for our family to live in for some years moving forward. 47 years our vendors have occupied the property for. Just take a moment to actually think about how long 47 years is, particularly when the average time for most people to stay in a home within Boroondara is less than 10. Nearly 5 decades they've been here, which I think is a wonderful testament to the property and of course the location. It's a home that's seen a happy marriage, it's a home that's seen 5 kids raised, an abundance of fun times and great memories the home has provided on all of those special occasions. You see, ladies and gentlemen, what we offer to you here today, it's not really about the bricks and mortar. It's about securing your family's future. You're buying a lifestyle. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a lifestyle that's predominantly afforded to you through the location in itself. It's a location where I can assure you the neighbours you will know. The neighbours will say hi. The kids will be friends. It's a location where you're spoilt for choice. Whether it's being able to walk down and have a coffee at Shannon's or a sandwich at Fairley's, whether it's the abundance of parks and riding trails for you to enjoy, whether it's the train, the tram, the freeway, all being within about 5 minutes of this address, whether it be walking or by car. Or perhaps it's Camberwell Junction and all of the eclectic mix of shopping, restaurants and cafes that Camberwell Junction, nowadays being the shopping mecca of the area, offers. The fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing that I can assure you of, if history's anything to go by, it's that you will love living here. So without any further ado, I know that you're excited for me to get things underway. I think it's appropriate to officially declare the auction for number 64 Glindon Road in Camberwell as being open and in your hands for a fair and reasonable start. I'll hand it over to you buyers to bid it away if you would. Here to help you buy it if I can. Can I suggest a start of perhaps maybe $950,000? You know we've been talking between $950,000 and $1,045,000 for the duration of our campaign. We believe that to be an accurate estimation around where the interest is. Should be able to tempt you in at the lower end, I would have thought. At $950,000, ladies and gentlemen, over to you now. Bid it away. Where do we go? What's it worth to you? That's what we're here to find out and need to know.
I'll give you 900.
900. All right. Look, in the interest of working with you, I'm happy to take it at $900,000. I did ask for a start of $950,000 if someone would like to round me up to the 950 number if you would. At $900,000, live interest at the rear of the room. Here's your competition. Taking control of the auction now. Can I suggest $950,000 anywhere at all? At $900,000, I can vendor bid if I need to. I'd far prefer to see the bid come from the crowd for obvious reasons. At $900,000, fairly bid and offered. I'll call it 3 times then. At $900,000, first time of calling now at 9. Second time of calling now at 9. Fair warning to you. Third and final chance at $900,000. Any advance anywhere at all? All right, well, in the interest of moving things in the right direction, I'll place a vendor bid at $950,000, invite you in for a $25,000 rise if you like. At $950,000 on behalf of the vendor now. At $950,000, 25 in the rise? 5,000, all right, in the interest of working with you, moving in the right direction then, I'll take the bid of 5 at $955, your turn. At $955, fairly bid and offered on the right. Against you all principally at the moment now at $955, would you like to come back in and have another bid, sir? At $955. At $955, surely too good to miss at $960, 3 of you in it. Should give you good confidence you're buying quality real estate at $960,000 bid left. Against you, your turn, madam, now at $960, time to come back in. Quickly would be the appropriate tactic. At $960,000, I'll take the 2 at $962, then round me up to $970 if you would. At $962, now's the time to stay strong. Take the 5 then at $67 the bid now. $67 the bid at $69. $969 the bid. What's it to be? $969, can I say $75? At $969 the bid. 2. Take the 2 then. At $969 make $71. Against you at the moment, madam, your turn to come back in. Take the 2 at $73. At $973 bid right. Against you principally at the moment now. Your turn, madam, if you like. 5. Take the 5 at $78 the bid now. 78 the bid at 978. I'll call it 3 times. I'm sure we've got other interest here. At 978 the bid. At 978, bid left against you principally on the right and at the rear now at 978,000. What would you like to do? 978,000, I'll call it 3 times then. For nothing of a better bid, we'll simply be treating with the highest bidder. Make no mistake. At 979 makes 84 with 5. 84 the bid. At 984 here. 984 the bid now. Can I say 990? At 984 the bid. At 984, make it 6 then. 986, another 2 is 88. 988 the bid now. 988, I'll take the 2. 988 makes 90. 990 the bid now. What's it to be? I'll take the 5 at 95. 995 the bid now. Can you round me to $1 million even? I'll take the $1 million now. Fairly bid and offered on the left at $1 million. At $1 million now, first call. At $1 million now, second call. At $1 million now, third. Final chance. Can I tempt you in anywhere at all? Opportunity for 1,000. At $1 million now, bid left. Madam, come with me. You've been with me all the way. At $1 million now, can't be any fairer to you than that. At $1 million now, what would you like to do, sir? Been a bit quiet at the rear. Can I tempt you back in? At $1 million, I'll call it 3 times. In the absence of any further bidding, I will be passing the property in and I will negotiate exclusively. Make no mistake about it, you'll miss your opportunity. At $1 million then, 3 calls just to be sure. At $1 million, first call. 2,000. Take the 2. Thank you. At $1 million and 2. $1 million and 2 here. 2,000. $1 million and 4. $1 million and 4. Bid left. $1 million and 4. Take the 2. $1 million and 6. 2. 500. Can't blame me if they're asking. Trying to get tricky with me. At $1 million and 6, I'll take the 500. 6.5 the bid. 500. 7 the bid now. 7 the bid. Can I say 10? Now's the time to bid with confidence. Now's the time to bid boldly. 2,000. Take the 2, 12. 12 and a half. 12 and a half here. 12 and a half here. Can I say 15? 500. 13 the bid. Against you at the moment, principally. 13 and a half. 14. 14 the bid. 14 and a half. 16 the bid. Half? Or can I say 20? 16 the bid makes 18. 18 bid left. Can I say 20? 18 and a half. 19 the bid. What do you need an auctioneer for? 19 the bid. At $1 million and 19, I'll take the 5. Moving in the right direction, why not? 19.5. 19.5. 20 the bid. 20 the bid here. Can I say 500 again? $1 million and 20 now. Tempt you back in. Any other interest anywhere at all?
Sorry, Mr. Auctioneer, can you please identify where that last bid came from?
Yes, yeah, $1 million and 20 is on the left. Yep, against you at the moment. Would you like to have a bid? No? Good. At $1 million and 20, just here to make my life hard. At $1 million and 20, I've got good news for you. If you're here to buy today, we're on the market and selling. How's that? At $1 million and 20, over to you now. If you'd like to have a bid, we're playing for keeps.
Mr. Auctioneer, I've bid about as much as I can. I've hit my limit, unless I can extend my settlement period to 120 days.
Yes, yep. Unfortunately, unless it's been arranged with the vendor previously, I don't have authority to be able to grant that to you at this particular point in time. However, I hope that that would allow for you to still be involved. And perhaps you could call your partner, maybe, or bank manager, perhaps. At $1 million and 20, bid left against you at the moment. Hope you can hang in there with me. At $1 million and 20 now, opportunity for $500 or $1,000 anywhere at all. Otherwise, I'll call it 3 times and simply knock it down. Take the 2 at $1 million and 22. Fresh interest at the rear. Good to have you bidding. At $1 million and 22 now. At $1 million and 22, take the 2 at 24. Straight back at 26, can I suggest? At $1 million and 24 here. 2 the bid now at 26. Take the 2 at 8. $1 million and 28 the bid now. Can I say 30? 28 the bid. 30 the bid now at the back. Against you principally at the moment at $1 million and 32 at the front. 32 the bid now against you principally at the rear and at the front also. $1 million and 32 the bid. Take the 2, 34. 34 at the rear. Your turn. Bid it away if you would. $1 million and 34. You're definitely out? Are you sure? No regrets tomorrow? You've definitely given it your best. At $1 million and 34, can I tempt you in for 500? Saying no. At $1 million and 34, what about you, madam, at the front? At $1 million and 34, have you given it your best? Yep. Definitely? Yep. At $1,034,000, I'm going to call it 3 times. In the absence of any further bidding, make no mistake, we're on the market, we are selling. At $1,034,000, bid at the rear against you principally on the left and on the right. First time of calling then now at $1,034,000. Second time of calling now at $1,034,000. Definitely out. Definitely out. Third and final chance at $1,034,000. All silence. All finished. All done. Property's going. Property's going. Property is sold. Congratulations. Well bid, well bought. Welcome to Camberwell. Commiserations to our underbidders. We'll do our very best to help you find something else in the coming weeks if we can. To everyone else, thank you very, very much for your attendance and your attention here today. We bid you all a fantastic rest of your evening. Thank you.